animated series.
And we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are.
Where's everyone else?
So far, it's just us for now. Anyway, so, last time. Hold on a sec.
Bowls.
Okay, got that checked out. And desktop audio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are.
I already did the intro.
I was doing it on Twitch and Kick because we hadn't quite done that yet. For some reason, they weren't actually responding. Now, you wouldn't know this, having just tuned in, but I am not the reason we're late today.
No, that would be me, because I ended up going to get ice cream at DQ.
Yes.
You went to get ice cream at disqualification.
No, Dairy Queen.
You see that above you? Look above you, Kevin. I think something flew over there.
I don't care. The joke wasn't funny.
Oh, Thank you, Captain Dad Jokes. Anyways,
here's the thing, Alex. I never said that my dad jokes were any good. I've always told you they're terrible. Didn't I say that, Gizmo?
Yes, you did. I'm just making sure right now that my my video here is actually working correctly.
What practical sense would it to give Arbok a refresh?
Sometimes you want to smell a little minty.
No, refresh is something that removes all status conditions from the Pokemon.
Yes.
Still so weird seeing the Pokemon Stadium models with the Gen 3 models. Baton Pass, why?
Since we just started, I wanted to introduce a new segment of the Mehcast show where I talk about a new addition to the Mech. Where I talk about a new edition. Where I talk about a new edition. Yes.
Time for the next episode.
No.
Yada. It's the motherfucking deal. Double G Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
He hates hot dogs. So, I suggested this. Alex thought it would be pretty cool, and I thought it would be nice to shield the website because now that it's back after a long hiatus, I think it's about time that someone did on YouTube, considering literally nobody talks about this outside of the forum itself.
That is way too loud. Hang on. Keep going.
For anybody who doesn't know, there's a thing called the Electric Ferret forums where it predated everything on YouTube that was versus matchups. From 1 Minute Melee to Death Battle to even what was that other one that was live action called?
Bat in the Sun Superhero Beatdown.
Superhero Beatdown, yeah, that one.
Superhero Beatdown used to be one of my favorite shows, and I kind of stopped watching. I think mostly because well, it wasn't so much that the show got bad. It was just like it got really fucking weird. They got to a point where they couldn't decide who was supposed to win some of the battles, so they started creating endless alternate endings. You know,
that was kind of weird. You know, it was kind of cool to see the Scorpion ending when he was fighting Tommy Oliver, but then again, why not just stick with the Tommy Oliver?
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, I sound like a robot.
So anyway,
I realized that.
Like I said, this website predates all of that. It was around since
Alex, do I sound like a robot?
Oh yeah, you sound fine.
I said, do I sound like a robot?
No, you sound fine. Yeah, you were talking about the Electric Ferris, Ferret, Electric Ferret, not Ferris.
Electric Ferret's been around since 1999, and it's closed its doors, unfortunately, like a decade or so later after the owner decided it was time to retire. So what he did was he left up the website as an archive so people could just look over it. But then the COVID came around, and you all know what happened. Everyone was indoors. Many jobs were shut down, and the very few that stayed open were seen as fuck. What was that word they said again?
Essential.
Essential. Yeah, essential workers. Grocery stores, gas stations.
All right,
that kind
hey
of thing.
gentlemen, we're gonna
during
take this
that-
we're gonna take this midnight train going anywhere.
So during that little kerfuffle, the owner found out that there was a ton of people saying that they wanted the website back while people were staying indoors and whatnot. So not only did he bring it back, he sold it to one of the fans, but they had to change the name, so they changed it to the Magnetic Ferret. And those for wondering, okay, what is it exactly? What is it exactly? Well, like I said, it predates Death Battle and all those versus matchup videos and websites, and it's open to it not only what kind of contests, but also who goes against what. So you could have the entire Avengers up against the Minions. You could have Sailor Moon up against Jason Voorhees. You could have the Ninja Turtles from the Mirage comics, specifically the Mirage comics. You could be as specific as you want, against Archie.
Hey, god damn it!
So you could go from combat to a race against time to sport. People have been putting up characters upon characters for years in this website. And I can tell you right now, it's really, really hard to sell this site so it can get more traction, because every time I try explaining it to someone, they're like, "Oh, so it's Death Battle, but with votes. Why would I care?" And it was one of those things where you had to be there to understand why it was so good.
Right.
So the reason why I'm shilling it is so we can get more traction, and hopefully guys that are in and out of the Mehcast, whether you be a watcher, a listener, or a participant, can at least take a look at it and see what they could do there. And one of the things I'm going to do is talk about the recent character additions and the Magnetic Ferret, formerly called the Electric Ferret. You're able to add in any character, whether it be a movie, comic book, video game, or even pop culture. And the recent additions from bottom to top: Cobra from Mortal Kombat, Atsui from My Hero Academia, the guys in white from Danny Phantom. Take a guess what they spoof. Pizza Monsters from the Ninja Turtles series. Mesmero from Marvel Comics. Jurgen Voller from Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Helena Shaw, also from Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I'm vote for whatever makes those two die.
Archon Phil from The Guyver. Dr. Eclipse from Valiant Comics.
Hi.
Ramon the Alligator from Alligator, the 1980 movie of the same name.
I have many questions.
From I think I butchered the name, from the same thing, from the series of the same name, the Comte de Roquefort, or the Man from Mung. Sentry Guns from Aliens.
Sentry Guns. I thought those were from. I thought the Sentry Guns were from Portal.
Well, these specific Sentry Guns are from Alien.
Huh.
Izona from Waxworks. The Dancing Pig from The Dancing Pig.
Okay then.
Mukai
From Mukai.
from The King of Fighters.
Okay, I thought we were gonna get some.
Lisa from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mona Lisa. I thought the female turtle from that was Venus de Milo.
Yeah, and this one's Mona Lisa. Those are two completely different.
Well, then there's also then there's also that one unchick from the '80s Ninja Turtle series who is like, "Oh no, my precious power ring gone forever."
Oh, that hurt.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to do that part.
Moving on. Min Quan from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yep, the new Yellow Ranger.
Yep. Shell Shock from Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin, to be precise. Tellus from the Legion of Superheroes of DC Comics. Armagadroid.
Mehcast Sapalapaga.
Armagadroid from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
We're going to make America great again.
Jaegers from Pacific Rim.
Wait, the Jaeger?
We're gonna need to be more specific. There are several Jaegers.
Yeah, they're adding in the Jaegers, like the lot.
All of them versus who?
No, these are just new additions to the database of characters.
Okay.
Livewire from Valiant Comics. This is a different Livewire.
Not to be confused with the Livewire from DC Comics.
Yeah. Who is much hotter in every conceivable way.
Chip Chase from Transformers. Power Company from DC Comics. Talos, the Untamed from Marvel. The Kraken Monsterverse from Skull Island.
Do they have the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean as well?
Good question. I'm gonna look that up later on. Turbine Shell from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Primator from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh.
Ahab Predator. Take a guess where these from.
Predator?
Yes. Censor.
How did I guess that?
DC from Post-Zero Hour in DC Comics. The Bye-Bye Man from The Bye-Bye Man.
The Bye-Bye Man.
Billy Butcher from The Boys.
Sorry, I was a little worried that the Sableye that I'm slated to catch was going to end up getting killed.
I keep getting killed, so, you know.
Kelsey Winslow from Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue.
So,
Shay Cormac. Where's my fucking mouse? Shay Cormac from Assassin's Creed. Cosmo the Space Dog from
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Well, technically Marvel, because she wasn't part of the Guardians until much later.
I know. That's just, she was in the Guardians movie.
Yeah, she was in the movies, yeah. Neko Neru from Sailor Moon.
Apologies, my dog is,
Whoop whoop ho!
Huh? How'd you manage to get to this island?
Bork Bork!
You wrote that here? That's awesome! Even Mr. Verich, it's the world's richest man, doesn't have one of those.
Street Fighter.
Oh, hey.
Street Fighter has too many fucking characters in it. They don't need to add any more.
Hey, it excites the sailing man's heart in me. Listen, how about letting me take a ride
Kevin.
sometime, huh?
Kevin. As much as I appreciate the dramatic reading, we don't need it.
We do.
Alex, here's the thing. You did dramatic reading for, I don't know, quite a number of streams.
But I'm not going to dramatic read it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. And Gizmo, if you were here, or when we started this whole shindig, you would see the amount of dramatic reading Alex and I both had to do.
Anyways,
Percival
continue,
Percy,
Gizmo.
Percival Percy de Rollo from The Legend of Vox Machina. Ronan from Epic. And lastly, Jill Johnson from When a Stranger Calls. Weird ass choice, but I've seen weirder in this website. Those are all the recent additions to the Magnetic Ferret database. And I will now go to the forums on the most recent matchups. Specifically, these would be the comic book universe battles rated matchups, where I look at the matchups and I look at the setup and I leave it to not only the audience but also the members of the Metley crew on who would win and why, and even critique on
Fucking damn it!
And would also critique on the setup. Let's see here. Which one is a good one? Ah, okay. And
that one's on me.
Who is you?
The Magnetic Ferret says needs more dramatic reading. Needs more drama in the reading.
Wait,
so that's funny.
Wait, somebody actually wants me to. I need to read stuff.
I don't know. Oh,
probably talking to me.
Magnetic Ferret. Who are you talking to and why?
Probably.
And what are you asking us?
Here's one that'll get your mind juices flowing. Matchup written by Broadway Beyonder, Bulk and Skull versus the Three Stooges.
Bulk and Skull get royally bodied.
What about Bulk?
I will begin to read the setup, and from there on, once I finish it, we will not only critique the setup, but we will also say who wins against who and why.
Okay, so I have a question here. Where is Skull's son?
I don't think he's
Skull reproduced.
Yes, he did. Funny enough, he was the one that matured.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so...
All right, I forgot.
I know everybody wants to forget about Samurai, but he had a... His son got pawned off onto Bulk in Samurai.
It would have been funny if it was just the sons of both Bulk and Skull, and something along the lines of they're about to pick up their kid, and they're like, Bulk, Skull, you got a kid? And then they start bonding. Better that than like leaving one behind.
Hey, what's the setup here for this matchup that's utterly one-sided?
The setup is written in such a way. In Miss Appleby's classroom in Angel Grove High School, Jason and the other Power Rangers sat with their fellow classmates in nervous anticipation. Principal Kaplan stood before the class with arms folded. Well, students, I have some good news for you before you begin your studies today. Ms. Appleby called me yesterday to let you know what she's doing, and that she's doing just fine. Thankfully, that tumble down the school steps wasn't as injurious as the doctors feared, and she will be back on the job sometime within the next few weeks. There was a cheer and some applause from the students. For the time being, Principal Kaplan went on, you will be having a substitute teacher fill in for Ms. Appleby while she's recovering. Unfortunately, that teacher appears to be running late this morning, so I shall be filling in for them until they get here. So if you please open your textbooks to page, there was a son banging at the door. Kaplan shot an accusatory look at the students. Did one of your children lock this door? Nobody did, Mr. Kaplan, said Billy. You got stuck, offered Kimberly. No, I'm not doing that again. Only Armit can do justice. Kaplan sighed, strode over to the door, and gave the handle a sharp tug. The door instantly swung open, and three men fell over each other onto the classroom. Yeah, take a guess who they are. They each were dressed in graduation caps and gowns, which they struggled to untangle themselves from to stand up. The students could only look on with a mix of shock and amusement as the man with the bowl cut whirled on the other two. raise of hands. How many of you want me to do my best Three Stooges impressions?
Feel free.
Knock
Sure.
If you
yourself
don't,
out.
if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I'm
But it
just
would
gonna.
make my day.
I'm
Yes,
just gonna.
it would make both of our days.
I'm gonna see if I can get in my little bubble here and do the method acting bullshit that Hollywood actors like to do. Hubba bubba bubba huggies hubba bubba. Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Wow! Snap Mo. And why don't you idiots look where you're going? Mo is going through the door, out to the floor. Wow, this guy, eh? Mount gave a slap to Curly and jumped in between them. Hey, there's no need to be rough on him. You will mind your own business. Min went for an eye poke on Larry, only for Curly to catch his arm as he pulled back. Yeah, yeah. Curly chortled. Not smarting him in time. Mo gave a deceptively cheerful smile. Ah, you want something that smarts, do you? Mo yanked his arm back, sending his elbow into Curly's face, and finished by delivering the eye poke to Larry. Yeah, I think we all know where that's from.
Yep.
Gentlemen, please! Kaplan shouted as some of the students started laughing. Would you be so kind as to explain what you're doing in my school? The Three Stooges stood to attention and raised their right hands in the Boy Scout salute. We are your substitute teachers, they said in unison. There's no way I can say that in unison because I am not a fucking Gorgonite. But there must be some mistake, said Kaplan. I requested only one substitute teacher for this class. Ah, fuck. Was Larry the guy with the red hair? Okay, Larry. No, that Larry, Curly, Mo. Okay, yeah. Hey, I must have fell out in triplicate, said Larry. You moron, he fell out in the school. Got them mixed up. Punctuating his words at the yank Larry's nose, and I am no longer doing my Three Stooges impressions because I can't catch up.
Fair enough.
Well, said
Yeah,
Kaplan.
that's fine.
Well, said Kaplan, desperately trying to regain control. I suppose we'll have to make it the best of it. I trust you all been properly trained in education. Do you know grammar? Certainly, said Curly. Grammar's married to the grandpa. No, said Kaplan. No, not grandma, grammar. For example, how would you spell inconsequential? Wrong every time. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Oh my god.
You trying to lose his job for all of us, P-Brain? Oh, don't mind him, boss, said Larry. I know education. I got a free ride to Yale. Free ride to Yale? How'd you do that? I hitchhiked. Larry laughed loudly, only stopping when Mo delivered a punch.
Oh my god.
Him and Larry. Trini could only sit in her seat in disbelief at the scene before her. These guys are crazy. Yeah, laughed Zach. They're great. Honestly, I'm with Zach here.
Yeah.
Can you gentlemen at least call the roll? Yelled Kaplan, sweat causing his toupee to start to slip loose. Sure thing, Captain, said Larry. He scrambled onto the teacher's desk and called out, "Roll! Here, roll! Come here, roll!" The class roared with laughter as Mo swung his arm and swept Larry's legs out from under him. He smashed through the desk and looked up in confusion at the furious Mo. You bozo, it means we need to find out who's here. Oh, that's easy, said Curly. He stepped toward the class and waved. Okay, boys and girls, anyone who isn't here, raise your hands. There were some looks of confusion and giggles from the students as Mo whirled on Curly. How are they supposed to raise their hands if they ain't here, stupid? Oh, said Curly, I got you. Okay, boys and girls, anyone who isn't here, don't raise your hands. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. As Mo fished Curly's ear and Kaplan struggled in vain to keep the peace, there they come. Bulk and Skull peeked around the door frame into the classroom. Nah, this is perfect, said Bulk. With everybody watching those idiots, we can sneak in late and not get noticed. Skull nodded and grinned. Yeah, they won't even notice you, Bulk. And that says something. Ha ha ha. Skull's piercing laugh died on his lips from Bulk's glare. He shoved Skull ahead. Just move, dope. Bulk and Skull tiptoed into the classroom as Mo delivered a final slap to luring Curly. Now, enough of this fooling around. Kaplan shoved the paper with students' names written on it. Just call the names and get on with it. The Stooges gathered around the paper, and Mo poked his head up to call the names. Zach Taylor, I'm here. Kimberly Hart, here. Angela Thompson, here. Eugene Skulovich. Without even thinking, Skull raised his hand. Here, Teach. Bulk froze halfway to his seat and stared in disbelief at his friend's stupidity. Bulkmir Skulovich, barked Kaplan. What are you doing out in your seats? Just stretching your legs, sir? Said Bulk. Yeah, said Skull. Exercise is good for you. Are you sure they're not related? Kaplan turned to address the Stooges. It appears you have a couple of tardy students, and it's not their first time either. What would you say would be an appropriate punishment? A dangerous glint came to the Stooges' eye. Hang him by the thumbs, said Mo. Lock him in the stockade with no bread and water, said Larry. Send him to the room, said Curly. Kaplan shook his head in exasperation. How about something a little less extreme? The Stooges thought for a moment, then Larry snapped his fingers. Hey, when I was in school, they did something bad. My teachers made me clean the erasers. Say, good idea, Porcupine, said Mo. He pointed at Bulk and Skull. Okay, you two, those erasers will clean themselves, so hop to it. Bulk and Skull looked unimpressed. Are you kidding, said Bulk. It's either cleaning erasers or spending the next weekend detention after school, threatened Kaplan. Was he a regular? I don't remember him.
Kaplan was a regular.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy with the toupee.
Man, I don't remember him one bit. I remember
He's the guy with the toupee.
I remember the smoothie guy more than I do the principal. Sue me.
That's fair.
Bulk grumbled to himself, then grabbed Skull by his collar and dragged him to the blackboard to collect the erasers. Okay, said Mo to the class. With all that out of the way, let's get on with the lesson. Today we're going to talk about the War of 1812. Oh, I know that one, said Larry. Miss Flegel was yelling at Mr. Flegel because he's been staying at work late, and she thought it was because him and his secretary were. Mo swatted Larry in the back of the head. You maroon, that didn't happen in 1812? It sure did. That was an apartment in 1814 and heard the whole thing. Bulk shots. Oh, what an image. Oh, fuck. Okay. Bulk shot Skull a dirty look at the class, continued laughing at the Stooges' antics. You just have to open your big mouth? Sorry, Bulk. Do we really have to clean these erasers? Of course not, numbskull. I got an idea to get us out of here. Hold the eraser and do as I do. Bulk turned around and called him. Mr. Kaplan, sir, I think there's something wrong with this eraser. What on earth are you talking about, Bulkmere? Who the fuck has the name like... Okay, I'm not going to ask. Skull found something in the eraser. See for yourself. Kaplan facepalmed as Mo shoved Curly forward. You go over there and see what the boy hippopotamus over there is talking about. Sure thing, Mo. Curly marched over to Bulk and Skull holding the eraser cloth up. What can I do for you boys? Just look at this eraser, Teach. There's something in it. Curly dutifully bent over the eraser and looked it up and down. I don't see nothing. You gotta look closer, right, Skull? Skull looked hopelessly lost but nodded when he saw Skull from Bulk. Oh yeah, closer. Curly shrugged and leaned down closer to the eraser, his nose almost touching the cloth. Bulk then reached over and hit Skull's hand, sending the eraser right into Curly's face.
Oh, God.
Spluttered and coughed as a chalkboard dust coated his face. Bulk and Skull, I don't know that word, laughed as Curly slapped his face and gasped for breath. He sneezed.
Message me the word, I probably know it.
Oh, wait, are you reading it too?
No, I said message me the word, or put it in the broadcast chat.
Raucously.
Raucously.
Raucously, yeah.
As in very loudly and enthusiastically.
Does this guy sleep with a thesaurus or what? Okay. The force of Curly's sneeze sent him flying across the room into the other Stooges and Kaplan. Bulk grabbed Skull by the shoulder. Come on, Skull, let's get out of here. Right behind you. Bulk and Skull bolted for the door as Kaplan and his teachers struggled to their feet. Get off of me, you dumb walrus, snarled Mo. It wasn't my fault, whined Curly. Something got on my nose. Well, here's something else for your nose. Mo grabbed Curly by the nose as Kaplan jumped in. Stop this fighting. You have 2 students skipping your class. If they do that, they will flunk. You know what that means? The Stooges looked at each other in horror. They won't get to graduate. said Mo. They won't go to college, said Larry. They won't get paid, said Curly. Come on, boys, said Mo. After him. The Stooges stampeded? Yeah, stampeded. For the door, getting stuck for a moment before squeezing out. Chaplin adjusted his toupee as he followed them along with the rest of the class. The Power Rangers were the last students in the room. I never had a class like that before.
Hey, Power Rangers. Rita's latest minions have attacked the school. They go by the names of Larry, Moe, and Curly. You're going to need to beat the shit out of the Three Stooges.
Yeah, I just realized why I sounded like a robot. It was because I had audio input capture, or to capture my mic for some reason.
Ah. This is amazing.
What did I walk? I'm just getting to get these songs and I come like I hear about Bulk and Stone fighting Three
Sonic,
Stooges.
I do apologize. For some reason, I had my audio input capture set to my microphone as opposed to
game. Yeah.
So
Hey, man,
apologies
no
for that. Well, it wouldn't be a Mehcast without any difficulties.
Yeah.
I think the Three Stooges probably won the vote because while Vulcan and Skull are probably the more popular characters nowadays, the Stooges are classics and they've got numbers, and funnily enough, they actually have some brains compared to Vulcan and Skull.
I feel like I'm not gonna like the end.
They actually put some
They're high school.
I'm sure about that.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, they're bullied, but I think they're high school. I mean, always, maybe.
I mean, they are literally in high school.
Three Stooges, negative difficulty. I liked it. It was pretty good.
The Magnetic Ferret said, truly a Broadway performance. I agree.
Okay, so anyway, I just kind of steamrolled through 3 members of Arena's rematch team, and now I'm trying to catch Farfetch'd and Aria, which happen to be Shadow Pokemon, and I'm like, of course, one of my greatest games from Gen 3 had
Broadway Beyond
Yeah,
or
the run
wrote a whole scenario that tells the end, Magnetic Ferret says.
Yep. And I'll tell you right now,
Knew it.
Yeah. Honestly, everybody loves the Three Stooges.
My mom doesn't.
They're classic. It's like
She, before first she met my dad, she went out with a guy. Let's just say it got tiring.
Come on, Tails. I did.
Oh, barely. Except for that one Scooby-Doo.
That was a great episode. I remember Bible Man. I remember seeing Bible Man VHS tapes at my local thrift store. Beyond the fucking crush point game! I'd say more Kamen Rider, because, well... Oh, yeah, because Bible Man is a solo hero. Like I said, that's a Kamen Rider territory. If you don't start off with at least 3 Rangers, you don't have a Power Ranger, you have a Kamen Rider.
That is true.
See, I was hoping he was gonna be one. I was hoping he was gonna go up against the Winchesters and get his ass kicked, because I don't like Bible Man.
Also, you're at that section of oil scissor. Ouch.
Well, I'm replaying it so I can get the rest of the Chaos Emeralds.
Ah.
John Constantine versus Bible Man. I want to see that.
That's in the author of matchup from the whole team. Right?
I hate the fact. I really hate the fact that I have to prep. I like those characters, and so does my little sister. I don't like the idea of having to prep up a
Topic for your favorite, one of your favorites, because of a song. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I think I feel with some Death Battle.
Here's the thing, Death Battle had to cap so hard that our episode there, so I wouldn't need the coffin.
Hey, now you know how I felt when the Mega Man Battle Royale happened. I had to prepare 4 coffins before my baby. I mean, yeah, my favorite one, but still.
You know, .exe, you know, here's the weird thing about .exe is, like, he has this thing, he's only really relevant in the cyberspace area of his universe. Otherwise, he's not all that relevant to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, there are the special occasions where he just...
Yeah, but that's only in the anime.
And it actually does happen in the game, actually, now Network 6.
Bible Man. Please, enlighten me about Bible Man.
So, yeah, no, it's not just the anime thing. What?
Ow!
I'm gonna need some questions about the Ned Flanders one.
How did he lose against Ned?
Like, did Ned Flanders have some secret powers we don't know about?
I mean,
Well, he is a cartoon.
and he is also
And
one
Bible Man is played by a washed-up actor, so... Whereas The Simpsons is just a washed-up cartoon.
Yeah, well, don't forget there was that one time where Ned Flanders was literally the devil.
Yeah, you remember that time Ned Flanders was a serial killer?
Man. Dry clean your brain.
Simpsons was good.
Tell me you guys have heard of The Simpsons and the wrestling game.
I've had...
Yes, I've heard of that. Rather unfortunately.
Sadly.
much prep time are they getting?
What the fuck?
I mean, yeah. Oh, so people go through.
Being the methodical
And doesn't have any sources. He couldn't.
4 hours studying every shred of available admirable willpower that intrigued him. There was no doubt in Batman's mind that straightforward combat would not be an option against such a foe. Meanwhile, phasing through the atmosphere of another reality, Goku appeared on Earth, instantly sensing the powerful intellect and resolve within Batman.
How that works.
Yeah, that isn't how that works.
Sense the strength of Batman's spirit, excited for a new challenge. This is gonna be fun.
This is so much cap.
This is, wow, we are on so many levels of nonsense here. I want to see how this ends.
We're entering fan fiction territory, are we?
The universe also has Superman looking into a guy's soul.
Somehow.
Yeah, but that's DC bullshit, not Dragon Ball bullshit. Right.
As he faced off against Goku, leaning off the sky, Batman triggered his eventually his As he faced off against Goku under the blue skies, Batman within seconds, the battleground was filled with opaque fog that would interrupt any normal being's line of vision. However, Batman knew that Goku's heightened senses would not be so easily impaired, and this was just a diversion.
Goku would sense his key.
Okay, what the fuck does this have to do with Batman Inc.?
I don't know. I'm still reading. Without wasting any time, Goku launched into the fog, the sensation of alien energies guiding his path. Batman had covertly activated his electromagnetic pulse device, designed to
That's not how that works.
Okay, so the same physical capabilities were met. Batman.
This sounds like Batman v Superman with Lamer.
All this is written.
But it's the least interesting, most bullshit matchup in the history of anything ever.
As Batman stood still, immersed in the darkness, the Predator waited to strike. He was very
How? What? Resolve to do what? They don't have a reason to fight.
Sounds like a more serious version of Luffy.
You want to fight Superman? Asks Batman. Without the battery, I'll be because of that. I've heard that. He says he's out of the world, intercepting the batarang and causing it to explode. I'll let him know he's currently not on Earth, but I'll let him know he's looking for something. Wait, how did you not before go to his question?
Stupid said him.
If he wants to fight
Look.
Superman, that guy might be possibly call the rest of the business. Walking up to
But
the monitor, placing his hands on the keyboard.
okay, Bruce, have you thought about saying, "Hi, I'm Batman, and this is Earth"? You know. Oh, what are you here for?
I mean, heck,
What'd
go
you bring
get
me?
an instant transmission to his ass.
Including a passenger who caused success to pop out from the ground. Whole time that whole time materializes within the Batcave behind him, wearing the same. Wow, that's not more than I would like to admit, says smiling. What's up, pretty
Wow.
Allow me to show you about that. Up next, Goku, tells me to fly back to my kid. Solid stone as if it was made out of butter. You're a far cry from what you were before. Maybe you might even Goku versus Batman in sometime rules. They start 100 miles apart. Goku is in his Dragon Ball
Super Saiyan. Thanks.
I know that Seth the programmer really decided to be an idiot and out himself as. But that scenario he presented it as a joke towards how laughable Toph versus.
Yeah, Gizmo. No, I'm echoing off him too.
I didn't even notice. Oops. So I guess we meant to have just that. Hey, says
No, he fucking can't.
Even if Goku does Goku thing, Goku wins.
Anime computer Goku, right? Not iconic.
Apparently, Mason says he can't hear you, Gizmo.
I guess I can hear him on mine.
I can hear him on my end, and my desktop audio is working, and it's capturing his audio.
Let me go. I think it's talking about on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Mason. Your name here is. I'm saying they can't hear you.
Oh, I better just go.
I'll see you later, Static.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goku's still
Yeah, this is Yeah, we were always able to hear you. Well, when you speak again.
Hello.
Yeah, my thing is capturing your audio.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Can't be my settings. My settings have it all in order.
No, it's captured by my Yeti.
Are you
OBS.
So, by the way, we've got some interesting news to discuss, which is something that DC Comics has finally decided to, spice things up.
Oh, again. Feigning ignorance, though he doesn't actually know what's going on.
Yes. And this time, they're putting in the big G into DC Comics and see how he fares against the Justice League.
Godzilla himself.
Yes. And he looks like his legendary Monster's counterpart.
Yeah, which is probably because he's the closest thing to their property they can get.
Yep.
Fun fact, Marvel used to own the rights to Godzilla.
And that's why Godzilla got to fight against Thor and actually match him in terms of strength.
Didn't he also play basketball against
Charles Barkley? Yes. All the other Zillas with the pumped up kicks, better run. Outrun my breath.
So for some reason they're saying on my end, and they can't hear Gizmo, but on Alex's end, they can hear him just fine.
Huh.
I have my desktop audio set to my Yeti mic, and I can see the audio levels.
Okay, hang on. If you have desktop audio set to the Yeti mic, that means that you're only hearing your microphone run through there, not the actual desktop audio.
And what do I do? Because my only options are either the computer's audio or the Yeti.
Okay, so you want to use the computer audio because the Yeti has
the high definition audio device.
Yes.
All right, speak now. Okay, you speak now. Gives no further release, and there's no audio, and there's nothing. There's no audio. Oh, on. Nope.
Yeti.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, now you're coming in.
Bada bing. Okay. So now, well, if it's not showing up through there, let me pull up the stream on my end here.
Okay, so Bayonetta is down in the red.
Okay, so I'm audible on this.
Alright.
Turn the game audio way down.
Is that better? Gizmo, speak.
I don't want to.
You just
Hang on.
did.
Don't tell me what to do.
And then I used flamethrower. And then I gained experience. And then I fainted.
Okay, yes, that is better. So one thing you'll probably want to do is turn the game audio even further down, and then turn us and your microphone up. Actually, just turn us and the mic up for right now.
Right. Give me a sec. There we go. I am still...
Gizmo, can you say something?
I don't want to. Don't tell me what to do. Get away from me. Where's my money?
Come on, Bayonetta. You gotta go into your Pokeball at some point. Okay, finally, I caught it. So, one thing you'll notice about...
Okay,
Citadark...
yes, so that was the problem. The game audio was just drowning Gizmo out, so what you want to do probably is go into your Discord settings and drag Gizmo's user volume a little bit further up, and then drag mine up as well.
Okay.
And then we'll have ourselves acceptable audio levels. I should probably clone my audio settings and give them to you.
And
Oh.
hello again. And to yet another member of Cipher who's all like, hey, Cipher Peon Gross.
I can still hear myself in the background, so I'm going to turn that off.
Absol and Ninjask. I am Ninja, he is Ninja, we are Ninja.
Are you gonna be singing about how you want to be ninja?
No.
You want to be ninja.
That's not Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, if a cookie for anyone who gets that reference.
I vaguely remember it. I'm not really sure where it's from, though.
It's not from Vanilla Ice.
Oh, Ninjask is dead.
This website is really interesting since it's been around since 1999. For example, it's got more than just a few sections for characters and such, like comic books, anime, cartoon, right? That's self-explanatory.
420 Blaziken 420 asks, Gizmo, did you see the video I made? That was on Kick, by the way.
I did not. Who said that?
420 Blaziken.
420 Blaziken 420.
420 Blaziken 420. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, every time I look at Mawile, I always have to remind myself, why does this...
Do I know him by another name?
That's Mason.
Ah, okay. No, I haven't.
So, Gizmo, how do you feel about Guard of War?
She's fine.
how do you feel about the fan art of God of War?
Fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, it's not touching me in the ass anywhere, so I'm fine with it.
I mean, she could be. You never know.
Okay, then I guess I could tell you about Vaporeons and how they're compatible with every human out there.
You already told me that.
Then shush. Shush. I say shush.
Okay, so...
Like God of War can suck Bulzors, and I don't mean that.
Okay, so Gizmo, who is the better Earth or codifier for the furry fandom? God of War or Renamon?
Lola Bunny.
I'm talking about
Mason.
I'm talking about
Mason says it's amazing how almost flawlessly Ariel sings "Love Is a Battlefield." That might have something to do with the fact.
One.
Yeah.
I've seen that one actually. That's actually pretty
Yeah.
good up until she hits the high notes, though.
Yeah, that's something I noticed with the Sinatra videos that people were making with the same software. Or it sounds really good up until you start like having like the really high pitched warble areas.
Yeah.
Like when you start changing notes dramatically, hey, the software kind of fucks up. It starts sounding like a Vocaloid.
Ugh.
And I don't mean in like a good way. I mean in like this is very clearly, pre-processed or post-processed or whatever.
And Vocaloids are hit or miss for me. Oh, the Electric Ferret. What I was trying to say was like it has the sections that we all know about, comic books, anime, cartoons, and whatnot. But it also has video games, pop culture, fantasy, sci-fi, and horror. They know what they're doing. Like I can go to pop culture right now. Oh, okay, not the result I was expecting. Three Ninjas, AC Slater, Aaron from Haywire, Aaron Cross, Tommy Corpy, Abbott and Costello, Abby Squito, Abu Fade, Ace Ventura,
Abu Die,
Ahmed the Terrorist, Adam Ruzig, and Adonis Creed are as well as Adrian Monk are some examples of pop culture characters in the database.
Nice.
Horror characters: Aaron Ryder, Abaddon, Abalum, Abby, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, Abigail Whistler, Abra Stone. No, I'm not going back to Abe Lincoln. You heard me. Abraham Van Helsing.
From Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Akery, Adam from Buffy, Adam Makes. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Adrian Griffin, Amonette. Yes, that Amonette. Alaric Saltzman, Alistar. Alice from Resident Evil, the movies.
God, no.
Johnson, Alpha Vampire, Alron, Alita Winthrop, Amanda Young.
Is L. Ron Hubbard in here?
What's the one?
L. Ron Hubbard, because he's a major sci-fi villain.
L. Ron Hubbard. Is that exactly how it's spelled?
Yes. Oh shit.
I put an L. Ron Hubbard. I put an L. Ron Hubbard, and they give me female Furies.
Huh.
The search engine still got some bugs.
That's the founder of Scientology. He wrote Battlefield Earth.
When it comes to real life figurines, we're trying to carefully pick and choose, because this is a recent thing that we've been debating on. Because if it's stuff like professional wrestling, then that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say pro wrestlers are probably on there, right?
That's fine. Martial artists like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, those are fine. Boxers like Pacquiao, that's fine. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, guys like that are fine. Like UFC guys are fine, but that we're really trying to
We're not gonna get like Anne Frank versus Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, we're not gonna get Anne Frank. We're not gonna get Hitler. We'll put in Nazis maybe, but we're not gonna get Hitler in there.
What about Adolf Hitler from Inglourious Bastards?
That's I don't. Okay, look. Even if we got everything out of the way and didn't care and decide to do that, I think those two are basically the same thing.
No, I know. I'm partially kidding, but I did.
Well, I know
I am
that,
the guy who stole several lines from Inglourious Bastards for his Captain America thing.
Right, but keep in mind, we have Pepsi Man and the Michelin Man in the database too. Well, I was trying to say, keep in mind we have the Michelin Man and Pepsi Man in the database as well.
Oh, cool. I want to see Michelin Man versus the Pepsi Man. 420 plays again. 420 says, any requests? Let's see.
Have Jasmine sing something.
Let me think here. I know this is. God, I've had this in my head for a while, and no, I can't remember.
I've actually made some matchups in this website in the past.
Fontaine from Les Miserables, as played by Anne Hathaway, singing Phantom of the Opera. And you can cut in sections of Antonio Banderas' performance of Phantom of the Opera live for the Phantoms portion.
This is the point of no return.
You know, I've actually made some matches in this website too. It was to the point where I was actually a part of like the top rated creators.
Do you have any Barbie related matchups for us? Because Barbenheimer came out.
Funny thing, Barbie is on the list. I just don't think anybody thought of using her in anything.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Let's see, what did I do? Oh yeah, I recently did some stuff. I did Wolverine versus Lucy the Diclonius.
Okay.
I did Billy and Jimmy Lee versus Queen Beryl from Sailor Moon.
That's a weird matchup.
This was from a writing contest for underdog matchups. So I thought writing a story where Billy and Jimmy Lee were trying to look around for Skullmageddon's body would fit. I did the Punisher versus the Death Eaters.
Oh man, how'd that turn out?
Good. People loved it actually. What I did was the Punisher was just roaming around New York. And he finds that there was some like magical shit going on, and the Punisher had run into the Death Eaters before.
Magical shit, huh?
So then he decides to go to their headquarters. So he decides to go to their headquarters. And what I did was that I wrote down that Lucius Malfoy heard about the Punisher and was so afraid of the Punisher because he heard that he not only dealt with other Muggles, but also magic users, and succeeded.
You know what? I believe it. Because Punisher and Batman are a lot alike, and the Punisher could totally take out some fucker with a wand.
He has taken on magic shit before, too. He's taken on Blackheart.
I can imagine Frank Castle being like, parry this casual, and just putting a 50 caliber through the fucking skull of some Death Eater chump.
I did Gambit versus Afro Samurai. That was my comeback. That was my comeback when the website went back up. I also did a Son Goku versus Superman as a way of saying goodbye to the website when it was announced that it was gonna lock off and shut down.
Mason. I have an idea. Hugh Jackman singing Alexander's parts in Hamilton. Specifically the main title theme.
Oh, wait. Vanilla Ice reading off the lines of Romeo and Juliet as Romeo.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Know what I'm saying?
No, even better. Eminem reading the lines.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be really good.
That would be good.
Did you see Eminem's comic art?
He draws?
Yeah! He's really good. He did some like redraws of some stuff by Todd McFarlane and other people.
Really?
But, like, his style is like heavily McFarlane inspired. Like, it's amazing to see that and look at it and say, oh shit, Eminem drew that, and then you find out that he didn't draw any of the official Eminem comic.
You know, it kind of makes sense considering rap and comic books go hand in hand. Well, you got to remember how the guy that made Deadpool was such a celebrity that the guys from the NWA came to visit his booth.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ben Reilly. I'm like, yeah, that's not him. That's the character.
You're talking about
his name is on the tip of my tongue. I know his hair.
He's the guy, fucking weird anatomy guy.
Cannot draw feet.
Played himself in the Deadpool movie.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh. Rob Liefeld.
Liefeld, yes.
Liefeld, yeah.
How did he play himself in that movie?
Because Deadpool came up to him and said, "Hey, Rob."
Huh.
Oh. Now now I feel stupid.
Oh, I remember this one. I did a poker night at the inventory kind of thing, where like a rando is invited to a poker game. Instead of video game characters, it's these live action stars. Todd Smith and Horatio Kane versus Adrian Monk and Dr. Gregory House in a poker match.
I would love to see House and Monk teaming up to do anything. Those are two of my favorite TV characters, and I'd fucking lose it if I got to see an actual crossover too. That'd be amazing.
I wish there was more TV crossovers like that, honestly.
Yeah. Monk and Psych had official crossover material, but it only happened in the books.
It only happened in the ads too.
Oh, it was in the ads too. Okay.
Yeah, like on TV, there will be like an occasional commercial where they have Monk and the guy from Psych sitting together in a police precinct, where Monk is like outright exposing him, saying, "Oh, you're not really a psychic. You're just using your skills to, mooch off of the police so they can pay you." It's like, "Oh, whoa, that's really smart." It's like, "Oh, so you admit it?" No, I don't.
It would be really smart if that was what I was doing.
Oh, there was even what was it? The guy from Psych was talking to another guy from another detective show. I think it was It's not Medium. That's another show. He's a guy that can predict the future. Okay. Hey, I've got early edition in my head, and I know that's not it. A guy who predicts the future. He gets like these flashes right before it happens, right? Yeah.
Okay.
The flashes, yeah.
So in other words, he can see the future.
Yeah, basically.
He can see the future in the early 2000s.
Oh no, they can see me. I have to stop you from destroying my race. In the future. We already did that.
This one wasn't.
I knew you'd do that. Now I have to kill you.
This one wasn't my best one. I was gonna make a Doomsday versus Lucy matchup from Elfin Lied, but nothing came to mind.
Right.
Like, imagine these are two of the most deadliest characters in fiction. Imagine them beating the shit out of each other in the street. I got a 0 because I wrote nothing. Oh, this
There
is
was
another...
a Minority Report TV show? What the fuck?
Excuse me?
Yeah. It was made as a sequel to the Tom Cruise movie.
Huh.
Did not have Tom Cruise, did not have anybody from the actual movie in it.
Wasn't it already
It was
established that they unhooked the kids from the machine so they could no longer...
Yes, there is no way to make a sequel to the Minority Report movie because they just fucking ended it. And like they ended the precog program because it kept fucking up.
Jesus Christ. Oh, here's another matchup I loved. Johnny Cage versus Hercule Satan.
Johnny Cage wins, negative difficulty.
Yeah, I got a perfect score on that one. People love the concept of Johnny Cage fighting Hercule Satan.
No, you mean Mr. Satan.
I throw you.
You physically can't throw me.
Yeah, like this. Another matchup I loved was Freddy Krueger versus Jane Silent Bob. That silence tells it all.
Okay, then.
Deadpool versus Baby Bonnie Hood.
Oh, from Darkstalkers?
Yep, that was another one.
See,
That
at least
one I made
knew
up on the
that
spot.
one.
That one I made up on the spot, honestly.
Okay.
I made one of Johnny Cage fighting Kid Goku, and when in his Dragon Ball days.
Kid Goku wins.
3.2. Yeah, so did everyone else. I made one of the Freeman family teaming up so they could fight the League of Evil X's. Superboy fighting Naraku.
Who?
Naraku from Inuyasha.
Superboy wins.
I got that idea because there was a fanfic where Superboy is, falls in love with one of the characters. Deadpool versus Witchblade from the anime, not the comics. I got one of the Hulk fighting a team of Sakura Wars characters.
Apparently, Egon was trying to send us an email, but he got cut off.
Oh, here's a good one. Jay and Silent Bob versus the town of Silent Hill.
I think the town wins.
You'd be surprised.
I want Kevin Smith to go down.
Where is it? Oh yeah, I did a bunch of DC versus Street Fighter matchups. I was trying to get going.
DC Solo's Street Fighter.
No, here's the thing though. They were exclusively Green Lantern characters, and each and every character that the Green Lanterns fought also had a yellow power ring.
Okay, I was gonna say, Green Lantern solos the Street Fighter verse.
Where is it? Oh, right here. The first one was Guy Gardner versus Juri Han.
Juri wins.
Wrong. Guy Gardner win the vote.
But Juri would
The
win
next
the
one
fight.
was Jon Stewart versus with the ring.
Yes!
Well, Guy Gardner won.
That's bullshit!
The next one was Jon Stewart versus Vega with a yellow power ring.
Okay, and I'm guessing John won.
Yep, he also won that. Also, this one was Kenny
Can't
White
find it.
going up against Kyle Rayner.
Kyle wins.
Yep, he won too. I got one of Invincible fighting Bobbity.
Huh.
Invincible won.
I figured as much.
Godzilla versus the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
What was that about?
How was
Winner's
this
Eve?
level easier than the one that came before it?
What was that about? Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, Chaos Emerald. And 420 Blaziken also said, they made Ariel do the Colleen Bollinger apology video. Oh yeah, I saw that one.
So,
Okay. Oh yeah, I made it. Oh no, that one's not good. That one's not good. I'm not proud of that one. I'm not proud of that one.
So anyway,
Ooh.
what are our thoughts?
A while ago.
So anyway, what are our thoughts on Godzilla fighting the Justice League?
I have none until I read the comic.
I can't wait to see that because it seems like it's actually interesting.
Right, but then you got to remember the last thing Justice League crossed over with.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Okay, Justice League versus Ruby is inherently a bad idea.
Yeah.
Maybe as a video game maybe as a fighting game, but not as an outright story-driven comic book series. Honestly, I'd rather have the game. That way I can play as Superman and just beat in Ruby's head for fucking leading the team lower and lower and lower until even the devil has
Jean
to say
apologized for going off on Ruby, but Ruby doesn't have to apologize to anybody for going off on them. Sadly, homophobic Ruby is still best Ruby.
I'd rather have homophobic Ruby, honestly. Oh, here's a question that I never thought I'd have to ask. If John is now reverted back to his younger age, does that mean that he's still a MILF magnet, or does that just mean he enjoys women his own age?
Are you referring to John Kent?
No. Jean.
Oh, Jean Jones?
Oh, Jones?
Jean, not John. Jean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you're talking about Martian Manhunter.
Fuck you. Fuck no, I'm not. Jean
Talking about a character from Ruby?
Jean Arc, host!
Oh, right. Jean Arc, the tool voiced by a tool. Considering he still simps only for Pyrrha, probably. He's not probably going to be in the mood for dating anytime soon unless the writers decide, hey, he's going to he's going to be into somebody else now.
Bruh, move on. Either fuck your sword scabbard or fuck the statue. Either way, I'll be happy you moved on.
It's like the writers have no idea what they want to do with Jean.
Pyrrha, my girlfriend is dead.
So they just do whatever.
Could be worse. Your parents could be dead.
My parents are dead. My planet is dead. My girlfriend is dead.
Meanwhile, Beast Boy's like, both my sets of parents are dead. Adoptive and biological.
You got a hot girl. You got a hot big titty goth girl. They don't.
Three quarters of Superman's parents are dead in any given adaptation.
And
why I gotta go there?
And Superman and sometimes both sets of parents are dead in some Superman iterations.
Yeah. Oh, the first time that they were actually given a fucking name, and they were dead by the end of the first page. Or the second page.
That's stupid.
Because previously, as we know from the Fleischer cartoons, Superman had been given to an orphanage.
By the way, Gizmo, would you be up for watching Superman the Animated Series with us?
Yes.
Okay, good. At the very least, you'll be into the Superman adaptation that has more accuracies to the comics and not have everything be based on either kryptonite or tech-based.
Hey, I grew up with this Superman. Everyone else is either gotta be a big fat boomer with the dun or gotta be a shitty Gen Z bitch. Gotta grow up with fucking Supernet.
It could be worse. They could be stealing half of his villains from the fucking from Batman.
Ugh.
Or from somebody else.
Oh yeah, Livewire.
Remember the Supergirl show?
Fuck Supergirl
half the villains, half the villains were either stolen from Superman or...
They even did...
No! No!
I've never.
I didn't tell you to do that!
I've never backhanded a celebrity before. That show makes me want to.
Who does?
The show. Oh, I forgot about these. I did an entire thing where I tried to pit the Final Fight characters up against Cyber. From Marvel Comics, Wolverine's enemy.
Okay.
You know, the one with adamantium-coated arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Cody lost, Guy lost, and Hagar lost.
So,
Oh, I did do one where Astro Boy fought Ryu.
Kevin, I know you haven't seen it. Gizmo, have you seen the Barbie movie?
Not yet. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, it's okay. So Barbie is an interesting case, because it reminds me a lot of the Lego Movie, specifically like the Lego Movie 2, where it's got this really interesting, like, late teenager, early young adult, to even a little bit into like middle third quarter age territory, where you have these, like, the writing has all of the trademarks of like of some kind of like highly cynical satire, while also like coming across as though it's got like I don't know who this film is making fun of, because like there's a bunch of people, everybody has different interpretations of it. I know we can't trust Ben's taste in movies entirely, especially after his opinions on The Flash. But like he's right on the money with a lot of his interpretation about this film, because when I watched it, I was thinking, and like this, there's a lot of what seems like incredibly biting satire of third wave and fourth wave feminism in it, and where they're constantly like chasing the patriarchy, even though it's like not what they say it is, because like it's yeah, like that's the whole point of like the stuff with Ken in the movie, is like he's basic, like, okay, there are multiple Kens and multiple Barbies. Each of them has their own name. You won't know that unless you like look in the credits, or in the subtitles.
Michael Keaton is not among them, so I don't care.
Yeah, unfortunately, Michael Keaton is not a Ken in what is one of the biggest missed opportunities of Michael Keaton casting. And he should have been in the Barbie movie, and he wasn't. And he shouldn't have been in The Flash, but he was. Anyways, yeah. So a lot of people had a bunch of knee-jerk reactions to it. Ben and Ethan Van Sciver, as far as I can tell, were the ones who knocked it out of the park, because Ethan said, like, it's basically just kind of a, a regular old, family movie with a PG-13 rating. And Ben said that it's like satire targeted towards the people who like who Ghostbusters 2016 was the target audience for. And I get his interpretation of that. I can also kind of see why people like Jay Longbone and Critical Drinker were saying that it's not, because this is a film much like The Flash. It seems like it's been passed around to a number of hands, and I'm not going to spoil it because I think that people should genuinely go watch it for themselves. But,
well, I mean, Amy Schumer was a part of the movie for a while until she quit, so that kind of shows how much of a production hell it went through.
Yes, and that is the biggest That is one of the biggest pluses. Oh, by the way, the set design is amazing. They've got they analyzed the scale of the Barbies to their to like the dream house and the toys, the other toys, and things like that.
Okay.
And as a result, they've like scaled down all of the props. The car is like a third of the size that it would be in real life. So everything has this real neat visual thing going on where all the people look like they would if they were actually the dolls. And all of the props look like they would if they were toys, which is really neat. The opening narration, in particular, has this really, like I was saying, there's a cynical edge to the film where, like, you can't 100% say who this film is making fun of, and that might be a good thing, and it might not be. I'm not sure. I am, quite frankly, baffled that this movie exists, because I'm not sure who the target audience was, and I'm not sure what the point of it was. It's not a... It's worth a watch, I'd say, but it's not, there's no straightforward answer as to who this is supposed to be for, I don't think. Because like, Ken's entire shtick in the movie is, like, tearing down the idea of like, what feminists think the patriarchy is supposed to be. Yeah, because he basically finds out about patriarchy and tries to, you know, trying to talk about this movie, and I'm getting killed a lot. I'm gonna pause for a second and just give my final thoughts. Yeah, just go watch it. Legitimately, hey, this is an interesting film that I'm not sure or should have ever been made. Especially, the weird thing is, it's actually outdoing Mission Impossible at the box office, which, while there's a lot of good craft in it, and the movie is quite funny, Mission Impossible is a better film. Go watch Dead Reckoning Part 1 before you watch this, because Dead Reckoning Part 1 hasn't made its budget back yet, and Dead Reckoning is a better film. There's also, like, more stunts and cool shit in Dead Reckoning. Ben and I both brought up comparisons to the Lego Movie 2. I brought up a comparison, and that I probably forgot to bring up to him where I think it's probably reminiscent to The Boys Season 2, where there's a clear note of satire that a lot of people are missing, because there is with the narration and the dialogue, there's a lot of stuff of where the film is making fun of feminists. I'm going in circles, both metaphorically and in the game. So
look
yeah,
look at a nutshell. You're saying see Mission Impossible first, then see this.
Yeah, and then go see Oppenheimer. But Oppenheimer is unfortunately Oppenheimer has 50 state flag, 50 state flags in the scene with the flags, so it's a 0 out of 10. I'm kidding, by the way. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, but yeah. Warner Brothers quite clearly wanted to try and compete with Oppenheimer, because Christopher Nolan had some bones to pick with them after, hey, there we go. Shit! Christopher Nolan had a few bones to pick with Warner Brothers over how they've treated him over the years, and he basically packed up his stuff and took his friends with him. And so there's a bunch of people who have been in other Christopher Nolan films in this, in addition to, having like Robert Downey Jr. and all these other people who you wouldn't normally think of as being in this kind of movie. Well, I say that, but like Robert Downey Jr. definitely would have been considered for being in this type of movie before Iron Man, but,
Yeah.
I find the Freddie Mercury cameo interesting. That's a joke, by the way. Hey, Rami Malek is in this film. Anyways, yeah, so... Oh. That's it. I am glad to see that a movie that had a relatively sensible budget is making some money. Because we've had too many $300 million blockbusters that failed.
How much does Blue Beetle cost?
Probably about $250 million, I think.
Hold on a second.
$250 million is probably a safe ballpark estimate, especially these days for a tentpole film.
I'm actually gonna to Wikipedia.
God damn it. Okay, we may be able to pull this out of the bag, but...
120 million, and is its budget?
Oh, that might actually turn out to be a little bit better. For it, at the very least, even though the public has...
unfortunately, it's projected to make 12 to 17 million in the box office.
Yeah, that's, Warner Brothers has, screwed that movie. Like, regardless of whether that film was ever gonna be good or not, Warner Brothers screwed that film. Because there's no reason to go watch it.
No, there isn't.
Like, the universe is being rebooted after this.
Yep.
Well,
and
I say the universe is being rebooted after this. We got fucking Aquaman coming out.
Yeah, and guess what? That's gonna bomb too, because Warner Brothers can't let go of a certain turd.
No, they can't decide what the fuck they want. The film's already been through 3 rounds of reshoots. They should have released it already and had a sequel out if they were gonna film on it for that fucking long. Like, the amount of money... I said this about Indiana Jones, and I'll say it again. And the amount of money they spend on shooting, reshooting, and re-reshooting these films, and yes, that pun was intended, is enough that they could have made at least 2 to 3 films.
Huh. Yeah. No DC movie coming out anytime soon is gonna outgross Aquaman. Which is
probably not.
And I still say the Midman is not going to have a good sequel.
The Batman is probably... I don't know. No, Joker 2 is the only DC film I'm really looking forward to right now.
They didn't need a sequel. It was fine.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
If Joker didn't have a sequel, they would have left too much on the table. Because, like... Granted, they should have... You know what they should have done? They should have had it tie into the fucking Batman. And because then they could have gotten the damn origin out of the way.
But no, we have to have a completely different Joker and make Riddler out to be such a little bitch.
Well...
Seriously, that version of Riddler was more of a massive L than Jim Carrey. I am willing
No,
to...
he wasn't. You are completely wrong about that.
No, I am not.
Because Jim Carrey Jim Carrey's Riddler was a fucking mistake.
It aged better
I
than
never
you think.
understood that as even a concept.
No.
It aged way better than you think.
That was... No, it hasn't. That...
Yes, it did.
Kevin, we watched Batman Forever together.
Yes, and guess who actually aged poorly compared to Jim Carrey? Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, Tommy Lee
These
Jones.
fucking bombs!
I know.
I think the Riddler must have left them all over the place. He's trying to drown Sonic the Hedgehog. He knows my only weakness is water.
And now Gizmo is doing stuff, but I can't hear him. Gizmo, speak.
No, don't tell me what to do.
Okay, good.
Bitch, don't tell me what to do!
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
You know...
Oh, excuse me.
You know, when I watched that episode, it was just one of the strangest things I've seen Mr. Popo do.
No, no, no!
And don't forget, this is the same guy who literally kicked Kami off the lookout just so he could have a one-night stand with a fucking Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx! Jinx! Jinx!
Yes,
Shut up,
you
bitch,
are.
you love it. And I'm just like... Lanny does a good Jinx impression.
Oh. Fuck!
We don't ser- well, I was gonna say.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah?
So, we kind of alluded to this on Sunday night, but I don't think we ever really talked about... I don't think we ever really delved too much into detail about what happened between me and a certain...
Hang on.
member.
Ah!
So, Gizmo.
Ah!
Oh, you've...
God damn it.
you heard me
Okay,
talk
we had
about-
something...
Gizmo, you heard me talk about this, right?
By who?
So, one user that I follow on Twitter ended up posting a image of the Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z bridge, and
That
and
guy,
I-
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
I was like, they used to be cool. They're not so much anymore.
Taka replied to that with a image of Scott Steiner kissing his biceps.
I never got that.
I
never
think he was
understood
I
meaning...
asked him what that was about, and he didn't tell me.
I'll be right back.
I get the impression that he was trying to make himself look cool.
Scott Steiner stopped being cool back in the 90s. Ah, shit.
This Wobbuffet
No.
keeps using Destiny Bond. Okay, finally, it did something else. Good.
Almost had it, too.
So yeah. I was just trying to, say, look, how about we just agree to disagree?
Yeah.
And he kept on insisting that I was being a jerk and that I was acting so surprised that I was receiving in the response of we don't like...
Okay. Taka, allow me to give you the oldest advice on the internet. Don't feed the trolls. We're not trolls. Okay, I'm a troll sometimes, but
I wasn't even
like seriously.
There. I was
no,
just...
I know. I'm just saying. Thing is, like his best response to that would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Like he should have said nothing at all. All he did was make himself look like an ass.
Yeah, and not
kind of like Kaiser did when he replied to me saying that he never said that Dragon Ball Z Abridged was always supposed to continue on past the Cell Saga. When I had him on the record on Twitch saying saying that they were always going to continue DBZA unless maybe the sun exploded.
Unless maybe all of a sudden the 5 to 6 billion years we have left until the sun explodes.
Yeah, if that decided to get compressed real quick, that's...
Which is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
You just call it a hunch there.
I'm back.
So, Gizmo, we were talking about how... We were talking about the thing with Curtis. So, Curtis...
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Yeah, the whole...
Because I want to talk about a happy topic
Hold on.
to take my mind off the fucking game.
Let me finish, Alex.
Yeah, go ahead.
So... I was respectfully trying to derail the situation, but Curtis was just acting like I was being a troll and that all the stuff that I said.
See, I thought you were gonna say that Curtis was acting like a child.
Well, that too. He told me that I was being an ass and I was acting surprised that I had this kind of thing, that I was getting this response, getting a less than favorable response from somebody, and I'm like, no, I didn't even confront you, I didn't at you, I didn't do anything of the sort. I just voiced an opinion you happen to not like. I was been asking him to just agree to disagree because I didn't want to get into another fight with a member of Team 4-Star, or like with what happened with me and Scott. And lo and behold, he decided, and he's like, "No, I'm right, you're wrong," and then blocked me.
Is that a surprise, honestly?
I'm sure it was a surprise to Alex, but unfortunately, I had some Alex, considering all of the stuff that has been brought up about him on the farms.
Scott blocked... I believe Scott blocked me at one point.
Scott has me blocked, and I haven't even interacted with him on my current account.
Speaking of bullshit, though, so I have to bring up something with regards to Hassan Piker!
I'm going to kill you! In the ring, right? No!
No, in J-pop!
I'll become obsessed with him. I'll use a
So
skin of the coat.
So the band, the Japanese, Korean, American, I don't know. There's this idol group called Sorbet.
Uh-huh.
On on Twitter. They're basically the idol equivalent of the Powerpuff Girls is what I thought when I first saw them.
Same color scheme and everything, or what?
Huh?
This is the same color scheme?
Yeah. Green, pink, and red.
Huh. Okay.
So anyways...
actually, the Powerpuff Girls are pink, blue, and
pink,
green.
Blue, and red.
Green, blue, and red.
Pink,
yeah,
blue, and pink, blue,
I
green.
know what you're saying, yeah.
Okay. They remind me of the Powerpuff Girls. That's my point. Anyways, so Hassan Piker, everybody's favorite nephew of a Holocaust-denying thing. Not like the Holocaust, but he denied a Holocaust. Plus everybody's favorite Holocaust-denying brown buffalo.
The same guy who also said that we deserved 9/11.
Yes, that motherfucker. Go check out Baller's video, Hassan Piker, Man of Steel, STEAL, for more explanation as to why Hassan Piker is a fucking douche.
He's always been a douche.
Yeah. So anyways, Hassan Piker reacted to a video of the group Sorbet, and he basically called them racist because they have an American girl in their midst.
Are you fucking
And
kidding me?
now the band Sorbet is disbanding. They are gonna keep on with their careers, and but they're not gonna be like together as the group Sorbet, which is unfortunate because they just got done wrapping their Kickstarter, and that they were like And yeah, so basically Hassan Piker bullied a bunch of teenage girls into not having a band anymore, and a bunch of people on the internet are mad at him. People on the internet mad at Hassan Piker, News at 11, and but you know, Hassan is a major racist. Everybody knew this, but now that you know, Hassan doesn't like cultural cross-pollination, which is exactly what this was. As if he had his way, Crush 40 would never exist, because you could never have an American singer and a Japanese guitarist in the same band. He wants the races segregated, gentlemen, and he wants them all in their proper place so that the cleansing can commence.
Oh, God.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Doesn't matter. Open the door now.
Yeah, I'm saying Hassan Piker is a Nazi.
Yeah, essentially.
And I'm right.
Yep.
If you think he's not a Nazi, congratulations. You're a Nazi. Like this man gives no second, first, or third thoughts to stealing from people. He is an immensely racist. He is probably one of the most sexist human beings on the face of the planet. And he went to a brothel that got busted for sex trafficking in underage girls. So, you know.
Yeah. So he checks off all the red flags.
And by the way, Hassan, if you see this stream and decide to react to it, well, first off, this is a comedy show. And second, I'm just repeating things I read on the internet. So, you know, just like you do throughout your entire stream. Except I used my voice. Because it's a positive quality about me, and I know how to engineer my audio, unlike you. You fucking idiot. You fucking... I don't know.
Or you could say he was a fucking lazy little liar.
I despise bullies like that. And, like... I've had people.
I do too.
I've had friends of mine get bullied off the internet by people like Hassan, and like once the fucking mob starts, it doesn't go away. Nope. Like especially when you've got somebody as popular as him giving you shit. And you've either got to have a thick skin or a big old backup network to be able to tank something like that.
Also, doesn't everyone else kind of find it funny, out of all the YouTube commentators out there, he's the one that gets the most guest. He's the one that does the most guest appearances from like. He's appeared in Fresh and Fit. He's appeared in Garbage Taste. The podcast with
the Trash Taste podcast.
The Trash Taste podcast. It's like, bro, I expect you to be on the Death Battle cast as well as Joe Rogan Experience.
He would never be on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Dude, he's been on stuff like Trash Taste and Fresh and Fit. Why wouldn't I expect him to be on the Seth Rogen's podcast?
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Rogan Experience. Rogan. They're both Rogans.
Yeah. So, partially because I think he thinks Joe Rogan is a Nazi.
He thinks everybody's a Nazi.
Well, yeah, he probably thinks we're Nazis. Go read Two Men in the Sky and Captain America. Captain America.
Project Rebirth. Captain America and the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and Captain Rogers and the Wonder Woman. And if you want to see how much of a Nazi I'm not.
This guy does not have the balls to actually debate anyone face to face and not online. Honestly, like he's like the male version of Anita Sarkeesian. He'll say all this shit.
Does he use like a text-to-speech voice?
No. I wish he did. It would make more sense.
Okay, because then he would have been
say all this
just like
shit. He'll tell you why he believes in it. But at the end of the day, he'll pussy out the moment he's given a chance to debate someone live.
No, Hassan Piker, Hassan's whole shtick is that he sits in his chair and does nothing all day. And then he occasionally says, like, dude, what?
So
and
Pokemon.
Pokemon gets naked.
No, she doesn't. You're thinking of someone else.
Okay, my point is, Pokemon does other things. Like she doesn't just sit around watching other people's content and shit, you know?
Oh yeah, that's Sniper Wolf.
Yeah.
Before. Making content, you're reacting to content, bitch. There's a difference. Now give me a fucking pumpkin cappuccino, you goddamn Starbucks employee. You're walking fucking Starbucks employee of the year, bitch. Not bitch, bitch. I know what I said.
This guy thinks he's him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't look like a main character like I do. Let me show you what I mean. And then I used flamethrower, and then I gained experience, and then I fainted. In case you're wondering where that gag is from, some call me Johnny's review of the game.
You should do I Say I.
If I ever do another Pokemon on game like this, then sure. Someone actually used a team of level 5 Pokemon in a Pokemon Stadium 2 thing where they fought the rival. Well, and what happened was they named an Eevee by the name of I Suck I. And
no.
And they swept through an entire team of level 100 legendaries consisting of Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Mewtwo. I wish I was joking.
Let's see. Was there anything? Oh, I have a funny story to tell. I have two funny stories to tell.
What a funny story, Alex.
On Thursday night, I was driving home from the dojo, and I saw a you know those big delivery trucks, like the tower trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one of those. Excuse me, completely unmarked. Excuse me. A completely unmarked van and like a white tower panel van driving down the road. Looked like it was trying to pull off to the side, but it didn't. Like it pulled off to the side, and then as soon as I was gone, as soon as I passed him, he went back into the road. And I got a good look at his back rear tire because he was going really slow, and I was wondering what the hell is going on. And it's like his left rear tire was gone.
Oh my.
Like he was running rim on road, and he had no intention of stopping, as far as I could tell. Also, fuck it, I called the police and I said, hey, I don't know if this guy needs help or what the hell's going on, but he's driving in bare rim on road out here, and something needs to be done about it. Like, regardless. So, they sent a cruiser out there, and I never heard anything else out of it. But, you know, when I went back on Sunday, there were grooves down that part of the road. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Note to anybody who's doing something like that, if you notice that your tire is gone, find the nearest safe parking space and stop. Walk as long as you have to get away from there, because to find help, because you don't want to be driving that down the road. If you don't know how to change a tire, look up a tutorial on YouTube. If I don't care where you are, or just make sure or it's safe to stop at the very least. God damn it. And then these, on Friday, these 3 Hispanic women came into work, and they spoke maybe 3 words of English apiece, and they didn't seem to understand that that a Subway sandwich, a foot long, usually gets cut into 2. So one of them brought their sub back up, and she was trying to say, it's cut in 2, it's cut in 2. And I was like, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. And she went away, hey, looking kind of weird. Anyways, that's it.
So, you know, sometimes whenever we have customers who just really want to get somebody for something, they never, and I do stress never, or wait for somebody to come out. Now, they sometimes need to just flat out enter the area, the employee area.
Back. Yeah.
I'm just like,
excuse me.
I'm like, do these people not understand that we can't have
the
you
employees
in
only
here?
sign?
Do you not?
You have an
read?
employees only sign there, right?
Yes, we do. Like any other business.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And one guy who was getting on one of my coworkers' case about something, and was just like, arguing with her. But then, and of course, he had to go out of his way to just like, I walk up to the door, knock on it, and then he's like, for the record, I wasn't arguing with you. Oh, I was just telling you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude.
Please.
You could have just said, I apologize if I came off as though I were arguing. That is the courteous thing to do.
Or you could just, like, go away.
Yeah, or you could just not say a word at all and just leave it at that, because, you know... Oh, that would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Well, whoever said people were smart.
But we gotta always operate under the customer is always right.
The thing is, the customer is always right in matters of taste.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it matters in retail as well.
God damn it, Tails. I don't even know if that was your fault.
Alex, in Sonic, it's always Tails' fault. So, from Gens 1 through 3, the superior of the 2 Hitmon Pokemon was Hitmonlee. You want to know why that is, Alex?
Why?
Because Hitmonchan earned the elemental punches, which was a problem because guess what was a factor in Generation in 1 through 3?
Damn it.
This was before the physical special split happened in Gen 4. So in essence, if you say used a physical sounding move like Fire Punch, it doesn't matter if it sounds physical or not. It's because it's a fire type move, it's considered a special attack. Does that sound dumb to you?
A little bit.
Yeah, so And every ghost type move was a physical type, which made a lot of ghost types seem hopelessly inept. Thankfully, the physical special split mitigated that issue to the point where a lot of Pokemon became much more useful. Though the trade-off is that other Pokemon became kind of as a result. Like now they had to classify flying type moves as like either physical or special depending on what properties they had. Gizmo, you need to do something with your mic because I can barely hear you.
Oh, that's assuming he's talking at the moment. And are you talking? Gizmo. Huh. Yeah, I can't hear him either.
Now he just sounds like... You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Am I coming out clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, God. Jarrett posted this thing in memes for Vaseline. That glazed glow that only slugging can create. All you need is Vaseline healing jelly, and it shows a donut. That hole. Y'all, we were talking about skincare. Thanks for making this weird. I actually unironically like that. And just because it's like, Vaseline's like, okay, look, we were talking about skincare, not that. Come on, people. Gizmo, do something with your mic. Because you sound like... Oh, and speaking of Hitmonlee, here he is. Oh, so Hitmonchan can learn all of the elemental punches, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, but he wouldn't be able to utilize them all that well due to the fact that he is a physical attacking fighting type Pokemon. Do you see how that's a problem, Alex?
Not really. I'm not really sure.
Imagine giving a bunch of special attacks to a physical-oriented Pokemon.
Hmm.
Do you see the problem now?
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, damn it. Yeah, Hitmonlee has an ability that prevents some. Hitmonlee's got an ability that prevents me from giving him status problems, which is an issue. Oh, this... Oh, no. This is bad.
Need to get 110 rings here, and I don't think it's going to be possible. It should always be possible to get as many rings as you need to pass a stage if you got the minimum rings.
Oh,
I got 400. Almost 400.
Yeah, Gizmo, you still sound like you're, You'll sound like...
I got 436.
You still sound like you're cutting off.
Enough.
Try disconnecting, then reconnecting. Alex, you...
Oh, we can hear you now.
Yep, he still sounds like he's going through a tunnel. Oh dear lord, I'm gonna get that notification a lot, aren't I? So,
which notification?
The notification that Pokemon are ready to be purified. So I gotta go back and forth between Citadark Island and the Pokemon HQ lab. Yay.
I am now hearing burr, 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 burr.
I do apologize if I am taking a while to beat this game, but the thing is that it's that I don't want the shadow Pokemon that I'm aiming to capture to be in the hands of Afro Michael Jackson.
On a rock with you all night.
So, Alex, how much Stockholm Syndrome was Hey Digimon to you?
Not at all. I did not grow up with that song. I have no attachment to that song. I think it's,
You'd get far more attachment to Braveheart, art as the insert song. Speaking of which, hold on a sec.
They should have just started playing the Power Rangers theme. Wouldn't have made any sense, but would have been more tonally appropriate.
Whenever you can't...
What do I need to do?
No, I'm just saying, whenever you're able to... Oh, Alex,
Listen to Braveheart?
Yeah, just listen to that. Yes, and there's also the Digimon Tri version, as well as Last Evolution Kizuna's version. Braveheart is an amazing song. And it gets better with each version. Gizmo, just try disconnecting, then reconnecting.
Well,
Okay, now you're coming off better.
There you are.
what happened?
You were going...
We weren't hearing you.
Oh.
What were you missing?
Yeah, I missed a ton of stuff, man.
I was telling Alex about how... I was asking Alex about how he felt about the campfire song that plays whenever a Digimon does something in the English dub.
Hey, Digimon, hey, Digimon.
I tried to warn all of you. Not you, Gizmo. You know.
I like it.
I tried to warn Alex. I tried to warn Bender. But you waited until the last minute to accept my warning.
You probably thought you meant like he was a piercing or a mole or some shit.
You know, it isn't until Gen 6 that Sableye gets anything.
Oof.
And that's a mega evolution of all things. Like, what reason did it need a mega evolution?
I gotta get 150. I gotta get over 100 rings.
I gotta get a lollipop. I apologize for derailing...
These stages would be much easier if they were slower.
You mean like in...
50, 450, 450, 450. I got 450. Okay. I'm good. And I got the Chaos Emerald. Fucking finally.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Why would Altaria need Solar Beam? Sorry, I just fail to understand a lot of things.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So you only need one more Chaos Emerald. And Alex, let me tell you this, and this is speaking from experience, you're gonna hate getting the last one.
Oh, I know.
By the way, Gizmo, you want to know when Game Freak would finally do something for Farfetch'd? Do you want to know when?
What do you mean?
Like when they actually give something useful to Farfetch'd? They wait until goddamn Generation 8 to give us something for Farfetch'd. They gave it an alternate form and an actual evolution.
Oh yeah. By the way, following in the trail of Mark Zuckerberg determining that he was going to change Facebook's name from Facebook to Meta, Elon Musk has decided that he's going to change Twitter to X. Just X.
You must be a fan of Mega Man.
Must be a fan of Jack Nicholson's Joker. Uh-oh, he's been using Brand X.
Isn't Brand X that thing from Food Fight?
Okay, so
I know it's
everybody
not.
was bringing that up.
I know it's not Gizmo, for the record. That was a... Oh, God. That movie is cancer.
Thankfully, we will never have to watch it.
Alex?
Go watch the JonTron video instead, or the Nostalgia Critic video.
Alex, you do realize what this means, right?
Yeah, it means we never have to watch it.
Alex, you just tempted fate. You want to know what that means?
Kevin, if you want us to watch Food Fight, we're gonna have to watch at least one Transformers sequel.
Good luck getting me for that. Besides, the only Besides, we only need to watch 4 Transformers movies. The 1980.
But if you want me to watch Food Fight, we're gonna have to watch another Transformers film.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. There weren't any. There were only 4 Transformers movies. You must be drinking the Kool-Aid. Worse than Ben and Jerry's. Because I know they've been drinking the Kool-Aid. I know you know that, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Looks like someone's been drinking the Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid-ality. So, you want to know what's one of the most bullshit things about the last boss of this game?
What?
He has 6 whole shadow Pokemon, 3 of them being legendaries. Specifically, the legendary birds. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. And guess what? You have to catch all 6 of them.
Yay!
Well, all those 3 birds plus an Exeggutor, a Rhydon, and a Tauros. Oh, and since Shadow Pokemon have unlimited... Since Shadow Pokemon have unlimited power points to their shadow moves, you can never wear them down until they use Struggle. The most efficient way to get through to that guy the best way to beat that guy is to save a slot in your party for Shadow Lugia, and then and use that to help wear down on the shadow Pokemon. Normally, I would be against using legendaries for something like that, but for that particular boss, I'd make an exception. And sure, people could say, like, oh, you don't have to do all that, but here's the thing. If you want to catch all the shadow Pokemon in this game, you do have to beat. You do have to catch all of those Pokemon. I wish that wasn't the case, but here we are. So, anybody got any questions?
That Pokemon.
What did you say?
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Roselia and Yanma.
All right. You know what would be interesting is Eminem doing Ice Ice Baby.
Maybe perhaps that would be one of the various universes that Barry Allen had created from time traveling to...
And you could have Vanilla Ice do Who the Real Slim Shady.
Oh, God. Barry, what have you done to the timeline? Now you gotta go fix things. Oh, God, Barry, no. No, do not declare war on Hawaii. It's not worth it.
420 Blaziken, if you're watching, go do this.
Go do what?
I want to know who the real Slim Shady is.
Smeargle.
Something I've been really getting into lately is, speaking of AI voiceover stuff, the Eminem Adventures.
So you got the voices of the M&Ms do stuff?
No, as in like I've been listening to a bunch of videos, short videos about fantasy Eminem trying to find out who the real Slim Shady is.
That doesn't sound very entertaining.
There's various him going through various aspects of mundane life with non-mundane things happening is quite funny.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex.
You haven't seen the video, you don't know. How the hell am I supposed to use this?
You just do it. Oh, hello.
Like, there's one episode where he tries to get car insurance for a Fred Flintstone car.
Why would he want one of those?
Good question.
You haven't asked him yet?
It's the exact kind of absurdist nonsense I like, though, so...
So how did you feel about Count Dankula being the villain in Digimon? In Digimon.
Okay, so there's a YouTuber named Count Dankula, and that was an interesting question, because I was thinking, about it like actually being the YouTuber Count Dankula, and then yeah.
I must have really thrown you off when I said that my Otis mom
Yes.
was Count Dankula.
Yes, you did. Because
How
I
much-
started looking. Because I started looking for a fat Scotsman teaching his pug how to do Nazi salutes.
What?
Okay, you should look up who Count Dankula is.
No. I followed Count Dankula. I just didn't know that was a thing he did.
Yes,
And Gizmo.
that was what got him in trouble with the Scottish government.
Oh my. I can't believe that actually happened. What the hell? By the way, Alex, you were supposed to have the tether. Or for that
I
part.
know, I missed it because the game is bullshit.
You missed it. How could you miss it? It was standing 3 feet in front of you.
How does the tether even work, anyways?
You're supposed... any rings that come between it, you collect it.
Oh,
That's how... So yeah, just, you know, keep a wide distance between yourself and Tails. God damn it, Tails. Keep running into the mines. Why, Tails? Why are you doing this to me, Tails?
I gotta go, guys. I'll see you some other time. All right.
yeah.
I'll
See you
see-
tomorrow.
I'll
I'll
see-
see you later.
we'll
Or,
see
I'm
on-
gonna call it a night
we're-
after I get done with this.
We'll
so
see you on Friday for the Waifu Wars. I won't be around for the afternoon because for Friday afternoon because I've got convention stuff.
Well, good luck with that, and hopefully you.
By the
enjoy-
way, Gizmo. Oh, one of the people I'll be meeting is the voice actress for Shantae,
Nice.
who is also a known Jade cosplayer.
Oomph.
She has the bod to do it.
I bet she does.
Mason found the cosplay images of Christina V in the in the Jade cosplay, and she looks amazing.
And I should look her up after I'm done with what I need to be doing. I'll see you guys later.
Laters.
see ya.
Yeah.
Dusclops is rubbing his belly. And Alex, I sincerely love the fact that the Ursa ring that I have in this game has return. Because if you don't know, return is a normal type physical move that does damage depending on.
God damn it! I would have been able to get that if I had actually stayed online, but
Whales. Whales. Someone get him out of here. Okay, so between Ben Creighton's Superman and Scott Ferg's Batman, who sounded better?
Ben Creighton is Superman.
Yeah,
Scott's Batman's not bad, but I 110% can't see anything but Bale in my head anymore. Like, if it's not Bale, it's Batfleck, and that's it.
What about Conroy?
Conroy I can kind of see still. Oh, but that's...
Conroy has always been on the brain when it comes to Batman voices.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one time when the Sonic Storybook series had to be Mario Party?
Yeah. Damn it, Tails.
You had one job,
Your only job was to not fuck up.
and you fucked up.
You fucked up. Ah!
Oh, and for that, at loop, you just gotta keep pressing left.
I literally can't. Like I can't get the fucking tether.
Found a PowerPoint Max box. So one thing I'm not really that big a fan of when it comes to Citadark Island is the fact that by the end of it, it just kind of feels like a boss rush. If that makes any sense to you.
Yep.
Because as I would have to be going back and forth, or between in the island and the outskirts stands or wherever or potions and what, or rather wherever healing items are sold. I'll buy a bunch of... Okay. Buy a bunch of those and come back. And there are a lot of shadow Pokemon on this island. Let's see.
God damn it, I never thought I'd say this. Slow down, Sonic. No!
So I've still got...
Can't slow down
1,
enough to fucking
2,
steer.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20... 23 shadow Pokemon to catch. Coliseum had a reasonable amount. At like 40 something. But this game, and when it gets to this point, kind of gets a bit bloated. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I really like XD Gale of Darkness. It's just sometimes I just gotta say it. Sometimes there are parts of the game that I just don't like. And it's okay. Not like any Pokemon developer is going to see this and take offense to it.
Well, if their name Yoshi P apparently reads a bunch of criticism and fan mail and stuff. So if any of them are like Yoshi P, that might be the case.
How is he with taking criticism?
Seems to be alright with it.
Okay, then.
No, god damn it, Tails.
Sonic, would it kill you to maybe lose a little weight? What?
You know, would it kill you to maybe stay to my fucking heels?
What, and look like the new generation Sonic? Are you out of your mind? And then Sonic proceeds to, just jump right into the water for Hydro City.
There we go.
I know people pronounce it as Hydrocity. I don't care.
Well, apparently Hydro City is correct.
Of course it is. Hydrocity sounds dumb.
I now need to get 190 more rings. Slow thine ass down, Sonic. Thank you.
Dude, were you holding down the dash button?
No, I wasn't. There's fucking... I can't recover from the mines fast enough. I literally can't hold left enough to make that happen. Maybe do I need to dash for that one?
Yeah, you might have to dash for that one now that I think about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was like, hey, wait, why is he having an issue? And then I'm like, oh yeah, and we were talking about the dash button. Alex, I now see the ultimate hentai Pokemon.
Gardevoir?
No, I said the ultimate.
Lopunny?
No. Licky Tongue?
Tentacool? Oh.
Seriously, look at that tongue.
Well, we know why Jesse keeps one of those around.
She used to keep one of those around.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot that she accidentally traded
No, I
it
didn't
for...
forget that she traded it for a Wobbuffet.
She didn't even do it on purpose.
God damn it, Tails!
Alright, now dash.
I dashed, I didn't get enough rings.
But you saw that you could.
Yeah, I got it. I got it in the end, Yeah, I've got the idea.
So you know when they decided to finally do something for Licky Tongue in Pokemon?
When?
It was Gen 4. They gave it an
Okay.
evolution. How do they get that evolution? Teach it rollout. Teach it rollout. I'll level it up. And then it evolves into Licky Licky.
Tongue.
No, it's just Licky Licky.
Tongue.
Hey, Alex, do you think when we do the, when we inevitably have to redo the first Pokemon movie, for the video game stuff, would we end up having to, include the Pikachu shorts? Because the only way we're gonna be able to do that is if we pirate them.
I can probably find them.
No, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Because we can't, and because the Blu-rays for the Pokemon movies do not have those. And I have a suggestion for when we do Pokemon on the first movie. We watch the version that's on 9 Anime, which has the prequel bit at the start of it.
And then we cut over to the other one? And then we cut over to the Blu-ray, or what?
No. It has the Blu-ray footage in there. It's just...
Huh. Okay.
Just remember, it's like I think it's still the Japanese Blu-ray synced up to the English dub audio.
Okay.
At the very least, there was audio for that prequel bit that came from Mewtwo Returns. Worst part is yeah, we
God
are.
Damn it!
Yeah, we are gonna end up having to watch all of the Pokemon movies.
You fucker!
Gee. My Protect egg has legs of steel. I do apologize for our
I'm getting impatient. I'm not playing this right.
Hey, I know the feeling. I had to struggle with this one, and especially.
There we go. Thank you, Tails. You were useful for
once.
Never mind.
By the way, did you know that there's fan art of douchebag Tails just not being helpful, but on purpose?
Yeah, I figured.
There is it was from the streams for Some Call Me Johnny doing Sonic Adventure 1, trying to get all the emblems. And Tails stole... When he was trying to do the, when he was trying to do one of the stages, he ended up... Tails ended up stealing the rocket. And let's just say Johnny was not too pleased.
You still need to go slower, Sonic. I can't react this fast.
The game says otherwise. Oh, great. Another stupid opponent. What are you gonna do? Show me the door? Milo, open the door. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that. That was actually a funny bit in Dumb Piece.
Sound like John Constantine was asking somebody to open a door.
No. Oh, Sanji, who apparently in that abridgment was Australian. And it was like...
Oh, right, because that's what Oda said he would be.
He wanted to save... The reason he wanted to save Nico Robin in that moment was because he needed rescue sex to get over Lucy. Lucy from Fairy Tail. Tails, you were not very useful in that moment. Oh, Cipher, if only I could trade you. In case you're curious, so remember when I was talking about the metal coat in when you were playing Gen 2?
Yeah.
So... Scyther is one of 2 Pokemon Generation 1 that could evolve with the metal coat.
You know what would be great, guys, is if I could control Tails with the Elder Stick.
The only way you'd be able to control Tails, Alex, in this game is if you had somebody else playing with you.
Yeah. He's too rubber bandy.
Yeah, that's a problem with him in single player. With multiplayer, he's far more useful. Oh, I know.
Hang on.
I know, color me shocked.
Can I set this to multiplayer?
You'd have to go back. You have to go back to the title screen.
God damn it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I apologize if I raised your hopes up.
That's alright.
Oh, God.
When I eventually get back to this, I know what I'll have to do.
What, are you gonna rig a second controller?
No, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably just gonna, like, reassign the buttons and play, like, overhand claw. So I use, like my thumb to move the D-pad and my index finger on the buttons and then use the fucking keyboard for the other one. I'm done for the night.
Alright, I'm just gonna finish up this battle, hopefully, and I'll be done. Oh god, I keep forgetting how fragile Chansey is to physical type attacks. Chansey and Blissey, when it comes to special moves, are very irresilient. Like you try to throw it on a special move at them, they're just gonna be like, whatever. Throw a physical move, and they fold like paper. I wish I was joking about that. And that absurd special defense is what makes them very viable in competitive play. However, in story, not so much. Unless you really want that special defense, I would not recommend getting a Chansey, because the Chansey, in terms of attacking, can't do jack shit. I wish I was joking there. Ah, damn it. I have to wonder what are the advantages to keeping a Scyther as opposed to turning it into a Caesar. Because I can name more advantages to having it be a Scizor. Like, for starters, it's not weak to electric types. Come on, dag nabbit. Scyther, you are being very difficult today. Use quick attack. No, wait. I got a better idea. Let's try this now. And that didn't work. Come on, Charlie, you can do this. I have faith in you. Would you have faith in my giant bear, Alex?
Sure.
Are you just saying, sure, let's go with that?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Still so jarring. Seeing these old N64 models in a GameCube game. It's less jarring in the game they're from. Okay, good. I captured Scyther. What happened? I caught your Pokemon. That's what happened, bitch. Let's see. Let's switch you out for Nikki. Let's go up. Oh, wow. I'm already near the end of Citadark Isle. Well, anyway, this is a good time to call it. Next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, hopefully we'll be able to finish Citadark Isle. So, hope to see you then. Till then.